Hello again, movie fans. We're back with another challenging quiz for you to test your cinematic knowledge on, and this time it has a special theme. Coming up are 10 questions about some of the most well-known Disney movies, both modern and classic. Only true Disney fans will be able to get the full marks, and bragging rights to bug your friends with. Keep your score as you go along and then leave it in the comment section below. Make sure you tell the truth though, or we'll rain down hell on you like a classic Disney villain. This is the latest installment of Screen Rant's Ultimate Movie Quiz series, the Disney Edition. Fantasia remains one of Disney's most iconic and successful movies to date, but upon its original release, not only was it critically panned, it also was unable to make any kind of financial profit. What is the reason behind this? A. Parents deemed it too scary for children. B. World War II cut off its distribution to the European market. C. Walt Disney himself hated it and pulled it for some major tweaking. War. What is it good for? Certainly not movie sales. Because of the film's high production costs and the expense of leasing theaters and installing the Fantasound equipment for the roadshow presentations, the movie was unable to make a profit without being distributed in Europe. Unfortunately, upon its initial release, the war prevented that from happening, and it was a commercial failure. The controversial and now banned Disney movie Song of the South was based on the popular African-American folktales of Uncle Remus. James Baskett starred as the character in the movie, but why couldn't he attend its premiere? A. He was ill due to complications related to diabetes. B. He was getting married. C. It was in Atlanta, which was racially segregated by law. Yeah, pretty messed up, right? The movie's main star, James Baskett, wasn't even allowed to attend the premiere at Atlanta, Georgia, just because of the color of his skin. No hotel in the city would give him a room because of the racial segregation laws that were in practice at the time.
Yeah.
The Sword in the Stone is a Disney movie based around Arthurian legend and features characters from said legend, like King Arthur, Merlin, and Sir Ector. But the character of Arthur in the movie is weirdly inconsistent throughout. In what way was this the case? A. A number of different artists drew him, making his appearance change throughout. B. More than one voice actor portrayed him in the movie. C. The color of his hair kept changing. Arthur was actually voiced by 3 different young actors in the movie: Ricky Sorensen, Richie Reitherman, and Robert Reitherman. The changes are extremely noticeable, as Arthur's voice keeps alternating from being broken to unbroken, sometimes in the same scene. In Bedknobs and Broomsticks, the character of Carrie, played by Cindy O'Callaghan, admires a selection of dolls in the nursery of Professor Brown's house. What were some of these dolls modeled after? A. Barbie and her friends. B. The puppets in Disney's Small World ride. C. Russian nesting dolls. Several of the dolls that Carrie takes an interest in the nursery of Professor Brown's house are modeled after the international puppets in the Small World ride that can be found at various Disney theme parks around the world. In Disney's 1973 animated adaptation of Robin Hood, the character of Friar Tuck, voiced by Andy Devine, was depicted as a badger. But what animal was the character originally intended to be depicted as? A. A pig. B. A mole. C. A rooster. Originally, the character of Friar Tuck in this adaptation of Robin Hood was going to be a pig. It was changed to being a badger to avoid insulting certain religious sensibilities. Pocahontas featured an impressive voice cast that included the likes of Irene Bedard, Mel Gibson, Christian Bale, Billy Connolly, and Frank Welker. It also initially included an actor who died in 1994. The role sadly had to be scrapped as a result of the death. Which late actor was that? A. John Candy. B. Telly Savalas. C. Peter Cushing. The late, great John Candy had actually provided a large amount of the voice work for a turkey character named Red Feather. Red Feather would have been Pocahontas' sidekick. However, after his tragic death from a heart attack, the role was scrapped completely. In Disney Pixar's modern classic Toy Story, the 2 main characters, Woody and Buzz Lightyear, were inspired by director John Lasseter's own childhood toys. But which specific toys from his childhood were they inspired by? A. A Jack-in-the-Box and Batman. B. A Bozo the Clown doll and Action Man. C. A Casper doll and G.I. Joe. Woody and Buzz Lightyear were actually inspired by Lasseter's pull-string Casper doll and his G.I. Joe figures. Once he grew out of his Casper, he moved on to G.I. Joe, which was a very flashy toy at the time of his childhood.
Please be careful. You don't want to be in the way when my laser goes off.
During the early development stages of 2013's Frozen, the character of Elsa was actually meant to be the villain of the movie. When that was still the case, do you know which famous actress the design of Elsa was going to be inspired by? A. Glenn Close. B. Meryl Streep. C. Bette Midler. That's right, at the stage of Frozen's development when Elsa was still meant to be the villain of the film, the design of the character was actually inspired by none other than Bette Midler. Every major Disney and Pixar character has their own official Facebook page, but Finding Dory's main character, Dory, has the most likes out of all of them. How many likes does she actually have? A. 15 million, B. 20 million, C. 25 million. With a whopping 25 million likes on her official page, Dory is the most liked character on Facebook from any Disney or Pixar film. That's pretty impressive, considering the strong competition she has. 2017's live-action adaptation of Beauty and the Beast will feature all the classic characters, including Belle, the Beast, and Gaston, but it will also feature some new ones. Stanley Tucci, for example, will play a talking grand piano. What will his name be? A. Cadenza, B. Timber, C. Overture. Back in 2015, it was announced that the brilliant Stanley Tucci would be playing Cadenza, a grand piano. This is an original character created specifically for this new live-action version of Beauty and the Beast. Thanks for watching and for taking part in the Disney edition of our Ultimate Movie Quiz. Did you enjoy this video? How well did you do with the questions? Leave your score in the comment section below and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fun videos like this one.